Greetings and welcome to BMBBH on a Monday night or what's left of Monday. This is Kev, and thank you for joining me once again. But if you haven't, when you walk in this broadcast, please hit that like button, and if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button as well. And like I said again, thank you for joining me. Uh, this is not one of those ambush to space type broadcast, or this is not one of those, making fun of men who use their freedom of speech approach. This is just to, uh, I do understand that people who sign up and go along with these kinds of ideologies, they're I would hope that they're generally good people, but just like I said, we just need to be careful as influencers, um, not to lead people down the wrong road. And this is really my reservation with many of us here that use these opportunities to get a message out. And everyone definitely has a message, I would say. So anyway, just real like quick stream. I promise I won't take too long, or depend on what happens. Hey, might go on for a little long tonight. But yeah. So popping those pills. What do you what do you mean when you, what do I mean by the title? What do I mean by the topic of popping those pills? Because it seems like in this space we use this sort of pill ideology. We give these pills these pretty little colors, and we try to grade a person's resolve based on this little pill system. Now, honestly, it has gone beyond the mythology of the movie The Matrix. I kind of went over this before with the pill ideology. Is red pill means that you get it, blue pill means you don't. In the movie The Matrix, the red pill. Well, let me put it like this: if you took the blue pill, you know, per offer by Morpheus, you get to go back to your regular life. You don't remember anything that happened. Um, that kind of thing. Just go back into where life used to be without being curious. But if you took the red pill, you get to learn the truth that everyone who has woken up to the truth gets to stay in a shit covered sewer with loads of weird technology. And people recycling their urine just to stay hydrated. Yeah, because here's the thing about that: the truth is a very ugly thing. And when when we position ourselves to accept that truth, uh, some of us, I would say, like to hide behind certain things, certain ideas, certain struggles. We like to we do this pick a struggle thing. Like I will say, for instance, a struggle being the gender war struggle. I mean, I believe it's more as if of a mental. It's like a mental showdown that goes on inside of your head, believing that your strife belongs with the other gender, when in fact a lot of that shit is just projection. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. That this message is for everybody. I'm just trying to come from a more of a sensible perspective, and not so much a perspective that shuts that shuts certain people out just based on superficial crap. I mean, what are we actually here for? Are we actually here to bring reason to to chaos? Are we here to solve a problem, or are we here to just say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna hide my anger behind some type of ideology that just sounds cool. I can admit myself that by creating a the name Black Men Being Brutally Honest with everyone, that opened the doors for a lot of people to come in and hide behind that banner just to say what they wanted to say. But I would say on the flip side of that, I've run into a bunch of intelligent dudes that, according to the narratives, you wouldn't believe existed. So I'm pretty happy about that kind of thing. No matter how many positives, it could be one positive. You have made that difference. You have made that difference. I mean, at least get the conversation going. At least get people talking. I'm not saying that you have to put all of your eggs in that basket, but it's just nice to, you know that there are people out there that understand real life just as you do. Because for real, when you go navigate in life, outside of these platforms, outside of the quote unquote internet. I mean, when you navigate through life, life is mostly blue pill. Like I would say blue pill by social media definition. They hide who they are specifically. Just to navigate through life, kind of sort of like a serial killer. But not quite as dark. Uh, just people just they navigate through life. They put on this phony face. They act phony with people. And I get it. Sometimes that carries the weight of your livelihood. You have to act a certain way to a certain extent. But what I do believe is, when people sign up with ideologies, they first off they don't have to announce it. Second, they are in the mental struggle of freeing themselves from that quote unquote matrix ideology. You know, I mean, for real, like my deepest nature, I don't like being fake with people. I don't like having to restrain. I do understand that um, you have to handle different people sort of different. You wouldn't handle a child the same way you would handle an adult. And, handle, I don't mean physically. I'm talking about, just how you deal with that person. You, yeah, and I get that. Different people. No, everybody's not supposed to think the same as me. But when people go through and sign up with something just because uh, they hear it on TV or it's repeated in the news media with such frequency to the point where something outside of what's normal's going on. You know, so you try to free yourself from that kind of thing, and I mean, it is a mental struggle because we also deal with the whole wanting to fit in as well. And a lot of us just felt like that we just didn't fit in, and we try to use this whole matrix concept to validate that we because we didn't fit in somehow, that makes us some type of pill, so to speak. Just the like it's not. Let me tell y'all something. It's nothing special to notice that things are weird. It's nothing special. You know why? Because things are fucking weird. Yet they just are. These are weird times. These are very special times, an ever changing world. And I'm not saying that all of it's for the better either. Things that we would have never thought possible in a million years is happening in 2021. And people are willing, like, we have gone from a people who didn't know what was going on to now we kind of know what's going on, but we accept it just because some of us are afraid, or some of us want to stay stuck in that mindset. And it's not necessarily because people are cowards. It's just it's what is necessary for survival, I would say. Now you can call that person a coward if you want, but here's my thing. I suggest that you try to talk to that person first and see what they're coming from, instead of just up and saying that, oh, these N words are scared, and we're afraid to move or to do anything outside of what we're doing right now. And what we're doing right now is just talking a bunch of shit. You know, I try to come to the space with questions. Whatever Peel ideology that everyone decides I'm a part of. And basically, I just, the thing with me is I would try to, I would tell people before you co sign to any ideology, and I mean any of them, it doesn't have to be this Peel ideology. I mean, it's any of them, even a religion. I mean, if you're just on this quest to find yourself, I would say that examine yourself as a black man first. If that's something that you don't want to be, there's a hefty price for that socially. But I mean, I'm not trying to stop you. But I mean, that I will always encourage black men to be a black man first. And I will never give up or yield trying to deliver that message. Unless of course you're just beyond all. This is a peculiar word right here, hope. This message isn't for everyone. It isn't, but it should be. Just for me, just for me. I'll tell anyone who may be feeling down. Look, just try to, just try to. I grew up with the whole accept yourself for who you are. A lot of these people around here going around here confused. They don't know who they are, and people just reaching, people are just grasping, people are just trying to, they're just trying to do certain things, and to validate themselves. And what I'm trying to say is, ain't no need for all that shit. But I mean, you do what you want to do. Now, let's get to the heart of the topic. Now, if you sign up with these ideologies, are you going to stick to that ideology? Are you going to stick to it? Are you going to live it every day with your heart and soul, or will it somehow turn around at the first sign of things might change? Because let me tell y'all something. This is with most of you, and I'm not talking about guys into space. I mean, I'm talking about men in general. I mean, a lot of you guys just let like kind of you kind of factor in women anyway. If the whole reason why you're here is because of your difficulties with women, or you're trying to validate to men that women aren't, the bad guy or whatever, you have to understand is that you are being guided by the females ideology. Period. Whether it's making you angry, whether you're telling guys, hey, don't worry about what these females are doing, or if you're trying to do the bitches ain't shit, you're still being guided by, like, no matter how you try to prove that you aren't, your decision making and your thought process is being guided by females. The ideal of red pill is that that isn't happening, but it's like if you hop on this red pill thing and then it's always about bitches, 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 then are you really red pill? Most of this stuff, most of these male movements were supposed to be about the growth of men. Men asserting themselves in society. Just trying to make plays for power, as far as the deepest recesses of the political world. Or at least to fortify and make our own stand. And I've always said that, but if that's not the message you want, that's okay. You can just sit around and do nothing. Period. I mean, it's all good. What are we doing on these YouTube spaces anyway? Like I said, we're talking shit right now. I'm talking shit right now. You know. Whether that's useful shit or not, that's up to the people that is watching. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you not to get not give in to your most your most primal desires. I mean, when appropriate, of course. I mean, I'm not gonna ever tell you that. I'm not gonna ever tell you that you don't need something because I mean we're not autonomous as human beings. No matter how much we try, unless we're just like okay, our minds are fixed or we've been through a traumatic experience. I don't think that anyone really wants to, in this no pun intended, no one really wants to die alone. In order for you to become like one of those people that like being by yourself all the time, you have to keep up the effort of doing that. You have to keep yourself fueled. You have to keep yourself resentful in order to put yourself into the mindset of, well, this is okay. I can settle for this. I know because I went through it a little bit, just a little bit, not that much, because I've always had friends. But you know, there's a difference to wanting to be isolated and wanting to be alone, and choosing it as a lifestyle. Now, once you sign up with these PL ideologies, and I asked this about a second ago, I hope some of you were paying attention. Uh, when you sign up with these PL ideologies, are you going to hold on to it? Are you going to accept it? Are you going to say, hey, you know what? I'm a red pill man, or I'm a black pill man, or, just flat out, let me just get that blue pill and let me just hug the white and wife and rub her feet and, just go downstairs and cross my legs and worry about all the bills and being underappreciated. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone really wants to be blue pill by definition, by social media definition. You know, and blue pill is used as a cut toward like the kind of guy that that they consider these just guys who are guided by women and thinking that that men put together these spaces just because they hate women. And it just, I don't hold this, like, I don't believe that this space was put together just because men hated women. I do believe it was put together with good intent, but I also believe that there are shady characters in every space as well. I mean, I don't, I wouldn't rock with every guy in the manosphere. I'll say just like that. I mean, if we all got good ideas and we can come together collectively to talk about implementing those ideas and actually implementing them, then I have no problem with that. No matter how I felt about you, as long as you don't cross me, I won't. It'll be no problem. It'll be no problem. And I mean, you can sit up here, like, you can even have a channel. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. You can even have a channel where you talk about women all day. Who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? You can even have a channel like a lot of people have made those channels work. They're considered, you have to be careful when you do that because it can be considered hate speech. But I mean, Kev does not care. Kev does not care. Kev does not care if you have a channel where you talk about women all day. Kev does not care if you have a channel where you're talking about men all day. Because I mean, the men, the channels that talk about men all day are always talking about the channels and the people that talk about women all day and black men as a collective. So I always found that kind of weird. That people won't acknowledge that. But the point at the end of the day is you can make a channel based on anything you want to make it on. And if it works, then I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I mean, especially if you black. I mean, it's all good with me. If you're making money, this is what we need. We need more big money players in our community. If you find a way to do that through YouTube, yeah, sign up with one of these ideologies. But Here's what I'm saying. If all of you guys out there who's claiming this red pill, this black pill, or whatever pill that you're claiming, I mean, just like, what if you just started walking outside and then like these beautiful women just start just let's just like, oh hey handsome, how you doing, and then start twerking in front of you, and then like cook you breakfast, lunch, and dinner just to audition to be with you, and then say you couldn't be on the platform anymore. I'll do whatever you want. You just can't be on the platforms anymore. You know, I mean, you can watch them, you can't participate. I believe 90% of you would go for it. And I mean, like, if she is convincing as fuck, I mean, shit. Even and if that didn't work, shit. Imagine just walking everywhere, just women just start twerking and just giving you the eye, and just start throwing you numbers and shit. Man, some of y'all noses will be so wide open, and I'm not talking about regular average women either. I'm talking about like we're speaking. I'm speaking in fantasy right now. Just coming up with a situation, trying to paint a picture for you. If like just beautiful Instagram models, just like I'm talking about with actual real shapes, just came out of nowhere, just started hugging you, and they were all smelling good, and they were just they were being like Roger says they had good character, they were loyal, and they were good company. Would your ideology stand? Now, I would say the way that your ideology would stand if it's that shit, that was the kind of shit that she was on. Like, but what's the chances of that happening? I mean, is it? I mean, it can. She be like, talk that shit, tell them hoes they ain't shit. uh, uh. But I'm not here to tell you how you should carry about with your ideologies. I'm just saying, if you're going to sign up with that shit, be real about it. Don't yield. Am I a brutally honest black man? Yes, I am. When I said that in 2017, I knew what that would come with. A lot of fucking criticism. A lot of it. And let me tell you something. When I will get insulted for being a brutally honest black man by black people, by the way, they used to throw little words at me like, "Oh yeah, you think you're red pill. You're one of those MGTOW guys." I ain't never claimed to be MGTOW. I heard of movements like MGTOW and IPMOR because people were trying to slight me in comment sections for commenting the way I comment. It's like, man, you one of them old, that y'all gay, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just speaking in terms of this is what makes sense, and maybe what you're saying is not making any sense. That's all I used to do. So I had to look into these kinds of things. It more introspective black men of reform, MGTOW men going their own way, which the MGTOW acronym, it doesn't sound right. Let's just be honest. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't fuck women. It just means that women aren't a part of your key decision making. The only time women are a part of the decision making is when you're going over to fuck them, basically. I've decided what time we should get together, and where we what place. And that's one thing, man. When you ask women out on dates, and I'm not trying to be a dating coach or a relationship therapist or whatever, but have an idea of what's going to happen that night. And I'm telling you, a woman told me this a long time ago. It's like when a man plan out a date that impresses women. So that's the only thing I'm going to say about dating tonight. I don't want to get sucked into that shit. I mean, you guys have such criticisms about men actually talking about to other men about either how to get women or how to deal with women. That's fucking weird. because when younger men have questions, older men are there for, are supposed to be there for them. But then when you fuck up and stumble in life, you start to blame the older men, which is very fucking funny. But okay. But okay. So anyway, popping those pills. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up, y'all. Listen up. You don't have to do anything except be you. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, let's. I'm not trying to offer y'all hope. Y'all some Hawkeye ass niggas from Endgame. Don't give me hope. Yeah, I heard y'all be talking about people who do hope streams. Jesus, guys, man. I mean, are you guys ever gonna be satisfied? But yeah. I mean, I understand. No matter how many people are watching that, you know, I can't give you a bad idea. I can't give you a bad idea. I can't I can't give you you know I can't tell you some shit that you go out there and try, and then when you mess up you're gonna be all mad at me because I just so happen at that moment not to know what I'm talking about. So I try to keep it as sensible as possible. It is what it is. Um, you know, is and that's all there is to it. Is things are much simpler than people think. You don't have to think about things too much. Just like I'm not thinking about things too much right now. But I'm just trying to say is I don't know. Let me check these comments. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, look at that. Cortez Smith, what's going on? My habitual line stepper brother, YAS4W. Cortez Smith, you and these avatars. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, if you know where that came from, you understand the savagery of Idris Elba at the time. But Chaos Reign, Toya the Tutor, Roger Report. That's a very important phrase. Long live the habitual line steppers. Probably the most important phrase in all of sports center, uh, not sports entertainment. Damn, I'm thinking about wrestling. And all of social media. Sports entertainment too, god damn it. Shit, because, we do the Black Dimension. Please check our community tabs for those broadcasts. And if you haven't, please subscribe to that channel as well. But, yeah. Yeah. Art New Stall TV. What's going on? I'm just gonna clear. I'm just here to clear the record. I'm not here to mislead anyone. Period. What for? Some people are like, believe it or not, some people are here to mislead you. Whether it's to whether it's to spread some insane ideology or is to get is for to get money out of you. Now, if you're giving money to people, that's you. I don't. I'm not gonna say don't give your money to people or whatever like some of these other people around here do. That shit doesn't make any sense at all. I would never hate on the super chat or the cash app like some other people do. Like it is insanely weird to me. And these guys claim that they want to help black men, or even for the most part help black women. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm not gonna keep this stream too much longer. I will drop a link to see if anybody wants to come up. But if not, then shoot, we're just gonna say sayonara to this one. But let's see. All right. All right. Now, if like I said, if I don't know, I'm just not. really a pill guy. I'm just not. I don't think that I should say that I'm red pill. I don't think that anyone should say that I'm purple pill. Uh, at one point I heard that it was impossible for me to be red pill because I got married. And I never understood what anyone would have against someone committing to marriage. I don't know. It's hard enough to find somebody out here to marry, but when you finally do it, people shit on you because you actually found someone that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with, and for that, I would say fuck them pills. you know, shoot, I smoke anyway. So what up, Donnie?
What's going on? You got any with a white woman at pills?
No, no, no. I'm out of those. I'll let you know. But
I need a Becky pill ASAP. No, I'm playing.
shoot, so what's the deal, man? Hey, man, let me ask you a question. I know you're a brutally honest guy. What do you think of the pill ideology?
Um, yeah, well, it's just, you put me on the spot, man. I have a drink. It's some cornball shit, but it's descriptive sometimes. But it's some cornball shit largely.
Largely cornball shit. Largely, as in the ideology itself, or some of the people who adopt this ideology as a way of hiding themselves.
It's a way that they hide themselves, and it's like any other thing. They like to feel like they belong to a cult or a group, so they rally behind this flag as if it's some life defining, like they're really in the Matrix shit. Like just real like they're really in the Matrix. Like these motherfuckers behind this is acting like they are hiding behind Morpheus and Neo. And it gets to be pathetic at a certain point. And then it's devolved into other little bullshit groups like Black Pill, Pink Pill, uh, Panda Pill. I don't know what the fuck is left, but it all you have all these little sections that are running behind this banner, and really it's just a hurt nigga help space. Like most of the time when I hear niggas screaming that they're this, they're this, they're this, they're a weirdo.
Now there are like I would say that just like that there are weirdos who sign up for stuff like this. There are some smart individuals that you know I would say have signed up for it as well. Um,
I
but
think I think it's become part of the lexicon, if you will. Like it's become everyday talking language. But realistically, even when this shit first started, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh, I'm red pill, and red pill means I don't like bitches, and bitches ain't shit, and my eyes are open, and I'm da da da. And then you do have sensible guys who are saying, I qualify as red pill, but there's a lot of dudes running around with that banner that are low key incels or just regular old weirdos.
yeah, and like I would say that what having a Facebook group that got quite numerous, I would have to be careful with names because um, here's the thing: it's like trying to sit here and debate with females and disagreeing with like all the stupid shit that they say is one thing, and I've got to many exchanges, having discussions and debates in that group. But one thing that I used to find is that when I used to try to talk to guys and try to say, hey, you got to calm it down a little bit, then they would throw the words brutally honest up. Like, you, Kevin, why are you not allowing me to be brutally honest when I didn't put any restrictions on them in the first place? I just offered a little pushback to whatever they were saying. And this is what I don't get. If you are calling yourself one of these PL ideologies, why are you getting so heated about pushback? You have to understand, as you use, if you're signing up with ideology, if you're the first to sign up with it, then you understand that there are going to be differences of opinion because your difference of opinion came first. So why is it that you feel like when people do pushback that um, that somehow you're being attacked or people are trying to ground you unfairly? And this is one thing that I try to, emphasize to men. Men have to be able to talk to men whether we agree or disagree. Period. It's not something that I want you to take so intensely personal because I'm not signing up with you. The fact of the matter is, even within the habitual line steppers, we are not going to agree 100% of the time. We just aren't. And for me to get up to get upset with any of you for disagreeing with me, and I'm calling myself brutally honest, it would be a contradiction. I mean, for me to be brutally honest with myself, which I know that trying to pun the name gets a little annoying, but I have to say what it is. People are not going to agree with me 100%. And if I were
And
to
if I
call,
were to call,
oh,
oh,
you're off
you're
mute. Yeah, you're echoing. But like I was saying, like if I were to be 100% brutally honest with myself, then I understand that there's going to with me challenging the narrative, there is going to be pushback, and sometimes those people are going to look like me. So go ahead, Donnie.
Sometimes niggas need to be hit in the chest. Niggas need to be hit in the chest. There's a lot of niggas out here who was coddled by their mama, um, too emotional to take the truth. It's a lot of niggas who are nerds trying to sit at the cool table. I've heard many a content from not even content, niggas being on people's panels, um, who are the nigga who never even could sniff a bitch's seat, right? Because he wasn't allowed in that certain area. What are you doing in this area? Nigga, go over there with the nerds, right? Now they're doing content. And when you tell them, the truth, the reality of the situation, them niggas get their feelings hurt. It needs to be a lot more brutal honesty in this world, and niggas need to be hitting their chest with the truth. Hit them in the chest.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, if we are in conflict, and the and both ideas coming from both sides is good. I understand, but it's just that sometimes you're gonna have to take some pushback. Sometimes I'm gonna have to take some pushback. But like for
like
me
for me,
to push back on you, it's not going to be. It's not because I hate you, or it's not because I hate the movement or anything like that. It's
is
because is what it is. Is the
is the
truth.
truth.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're wrong. Shit, I've been wrong. Sometimes you just gotta fucking be wrong. But I've seen, like I said, more than times than not, I've seen dudes who have been coddled and don't know what that is, so they don't know how to react to it, and they get in this weird uh, space about themselves. Sometimes just the reality is you're wrong. You're wrong. You got to eat that, and you got to grow up. Man up, nigga. Man up. Hit him in the chest.
I explained the scenario earlier. Now, I mean, if you're about that life and you real with that shit, I have no problem with you. Period. But we're gonna have to start assessing some of these people that that
That
hang
that hang
around.
around.
What do you mean
Uh,
about that?
no, no. What I'm saying is this: if you're going to claim red pill, you need to be about red pill. Not be red pill. Then when an Instagram thought chick come around and all of a sudden decides she wants to be your dedicated feminine wifey material, then all of a sudden you're out of it. Is like what I'm saying is this. I look at red pill ideology as, the reality of things and adapting to deal with it. Not some,
Oh,
scorned
scorn.
relationship shit.
This
It's,
is
I'm
different.
claiming red pill because I got scorned in a relationship. Not, not I'm claiming red pill because I want my life to be overall generally better. You know, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean that sounds like a genuine assessment. I mean, like okay, so like the scenario you provided, right? Um, you know, some fuck these bitches
And,
shit,
and
and
I'm
then
not and I'm not saying that there anything wrong with giving up an ideology just to be with a woman. I'm not saying that. You know, that's just you being a heterosexual. But you know, just people will call your bullshit. But go ahead, Donnie.
I
Sorry.
think a lot of niggas don't have the mental wherewithal in order to deal with these women. These women around come from these women come around for a good time, not a long time, right? Another example the old players used to say is that's not your hoe. She's for rent. She's not for sale. She's lease. Um, sometimes if it's got to be understood that these chicks will come around, and if it's beneficial to you, it's beneficial to you. Therefore, it should be no shame in dealing with this type of woman, right? So if a Brittany Renner was to come around me and it was beneficial to me, that is all well and good. But I know Brittany Renner would be on a lease. She's on her way to fuck out. So she's not finna pimp me. She's not finna play me. She's not finna PJ Washington me, nigga. My pullout game is super strong, right? You're not gonna catch me. So there's some benefits being with that type of woman. What ends up happening is you have a dude who doesn't understand the mentality of this type of woman, and then they get with this woman thinking that they're gonna flip it, and the chick runs them over, and now they're in a deeper hole than what they should be. Um, a lot of these dudes um, are the sycophant, like the extremists when it comes to this pill nation, because they've been putting themselves in a position with a hoe, trying to turn into a housewife because they've fallen for the chick. That's why I'm a big that's why I'm a big person who like relies on games. Right? Like I picked up a lot of this shit early, and I had a lot of the older dudes teaching me this shit. That's why I really don't subscribe to the red pill, the blue pill, and all this. Like I understand the dynamic of it. My eyes are open to it, but at the same time, if I can benefit off a bitch, then I'm a user. And I don't understand like a lot of these terms escape me. Like I've heard monk mode and MGTOW to where I've seen like
Yeah, I was explaining earlier, like when I used to go in comment sections and I used to say stuff that a lot of females didn't agree with, and they started coming at me with that shit. They used to call me MGTOW and all this other shit, and I didn't know what they were talking about.
some hurt burnt out bitches, but they like even them goofball bitches. It's amazing to me. And you've seen me do it, right? You've seen me fuck with a chick that is the harshest hater of black men. You niggas ain't shit, and you motherfuckers, and had that bitch turned out. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, man, dude, I used to get in there using cornball shit on purpose. Like I'll tell a corny joke, and the woman would even say it's a corny joke, but it will work. I mean, different shit work. You got to try different stuff out there. But I'm not here per se to just rag on dudes for being angry and being, about their dealings with whoever, because a lot of that stuff be legit, and we understand. And this is how we used to get ourselves in these little conversations in the first place, in these little verbal debacles, because we used to, we know what the sensible ideology is. So it ain't like, we're just saying this shit just to, I would say, hop on a bandwagon of, just trying to, shit on dudes. But we do also understand what common sense is, and common sense say that a, is nothing wrong with trying to talk to the brothers to, to come to a more sensible end as far as how we dealing in these platforms, in these spaces, in life in general. So
Well, okay. So, I guess here's my point. It, one poison apple. I say poison for a purpose, not it's spoiled apple, but poison apple will spoil a whole bunch, right? Um, I say
yeah,
that niggas know that the fucking whole batch of apples is fucking poison, and they will pick it up and bite into that bitch anyway, and Hope for the best. No, goddamn it, you if you fucking with poison, you got to know how to eat the poison, bitch. Hey, listen, you see that apple titties right there? Go ahead and just suck them. You there's a certain way to deal with these motherfuckers knowing that they're poison. And I think that has escaped a lot of dudes. So you get a lot more crying in there. And my personal opinion needs to happen. I'm not taking accountability away from the quote unquote poison apples, but at a certain point, you got to come to the conclusion that like it's fucked up out here. Are you putting on the camo? Are you putting on your bulletproof vest in order to go out there go ready for war? Or are you just walking out there dialing and trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah. Never expect anyone to do the right thing on your behalf just because you want them to do the right thing. Look, I'm sorry. If you're putting your trust in someone like that, then you deserve what you get. I mean, I really hate to give you that cruel, harsh reality like that, but I mean, we got enough information at our fingertips. You got enough, I mean, really, and I'm going to say this, you got enough guys in this space that you can pay attention to, that you can be on game to not fall into this foolish shit. But hey, there's dudes out there still fucking them raw and.
That's crazy though, honestly, because if you know this
and,
bitch got multiple kids and ain't shit with none of the motherfucking baby daddies, and you will still stick your dick in raw talking about you gonna pull out, nigga. Where?
her booty big. her booty big as fuck.
Nah, nigga, I'm cool. Let me tell you, listen, it was a time I put up to this chick's crib, and she let me see her naked. We went on a little date. I used to take bitches, so my dates never would be more than $20. Took a bitch to the swap meet. We walked around the swap meet. I used to pick up N64 cartridges and all that shit on the weekends. So I made her come with me and come do the shit. And she, for some reason, bought a dress. That was a red flag. She bought a dress at the damn swap meet. I looked through the little dressing curtain and I could see the bitch naked. I said, "Oh, I'm fucking tonight." So when we get back to the crib, I know that I'm going to fuck. So my personal thing is I always go through a bitch cabinet. That might sound horrible to those listening, but I always want to see what the bitch is doing. What does she got going on in her cabinets? I opened the cabinets. The bitch had prenatal medication.
Prenatal.
Prenatal. So what does that tell you about a woman who has prenatal medication? A
Pregnant.
big bottle. And it's not like, oh, you take it for just somewhere else. No, bitch, this is doctor prescribed. You know what I mean? So what is she doing with prenatal vitamins?
Uh, I would say, I would, if I was a guessing man, um, no, maybe she trying to lock a nigga down by being naked and shit.
Okay,
because we got somebody coming.
she got
Man, I got a serious echo.
Yeah, that's
Donnie.
weird. I'm on the phone. That's weird because I'm on the phone and shit. It's not nothing in the background, but yeah. So that's what it ultimately ends up being. The bitch was pregnant. So I remember fucking her and her doing her damnedest to try and get me to pull the condom off. You should just pull the condom off. It'll be okay. I'm clean. I know you clean. I feel better with the condom off. Now, why would a bitch say that to me and she's got prenatal vitamins in the cupboard? She's trying to okie dokie nigga. Now, I knew to check for all the stash spots and everything else. But a lesser nigga would have went in there. The bitch would have told him, "Oh, you can do that," and then he would have had a baby put on him.
She told you to pull the condom off.
Told me I first off told me when I pulled. So I always pull the condom out and I put it on with one hand. Learned that from Don't Cost a Thing. I did that to minimize the whole conversation about the condoms and everything else. But I don't want to take myself out of the heat of the moment or whatever. So I'm putting the condom on, pull it out, put it on with one hand. It just ended up working out. So I did it. She saw it. She goes, "You don't need a condom." What? No, I need a condom. No, you don't need a condom. And she really tried to convince me. So I fucked her with the condom on because I'm already inside. And then her saying it over and over made me go, "Nah, I'm cool." Got up, took my dick, and left.
I mean, I don't think your dick had a choice, but I mean, just the whole fact, her even saying that you should take that condom off, man. Hey, let me play this little bit real quick because of that. And this is one of those.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? Okay, so she had prenatal vitamins and she kept telling you to take the condom off. So that's it. She was trying to stick that baby on you.
Right, but this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like I had the eye of omens on a bitch. You know what I mean? A motherfucker told me a long time ago, when I was a kid, he said, "Fuck all these bitches, uh, while you can, because right now it's easy." I was in high school. I was probably about 16. He said, once you get to about 18, 19, 20, that's when it becomes problematic, right? And I remember having these conversations and talking with the older cats, and they used to tell me, "Hey, listen, you go over to a bitch crib and you finna fuck, you need to go through that bitch cabinets, because you're gonna find out everything that's going on with a bitch. It's gonna be in her cabinets, right? It's her period. Look in the trash can. If it, it's the you see a rapper, nigga, bitch on her period. Okay, cool. You can move on out, right? You look in the cabinets, the bitch on prenatal vitamins, the bitch trying to okie dokie. You look in the cabinet, the bitch got some shit where, some herpes medication. You need to be aware of all of that, because if you go to her house and she has any kind of situation that requires medical necessity, it's going to be in the cabinet. Where else would it be?
And that's what we call game.
Right? So with that, I was at, she wouldn't have got me had I not looked in the cabinets anyway. This bitch was talking about some just pull the condom off. But, you know what I'm saying? She was really pressing that shit. And I remember getting up, leaving, and blocking that bitch after that point. And it was funny to me because I think maybe 6 to 7 months later, I was talking to a new broad, and she tried to put the baby on me like it was mine. And I was like, "Come again? Say what?" She was like, "Yeah, you my friend. You had sex with my friend. Who's your friend?" And she showed me a picture, and I said, "Oh, she had prenatal vitamins in the cabinet when I met her, right? Huh?" She was like, "Yeah, that don't mean nothing." I said, "Well, for one, they were doctor prescribed, and two, we had sex on it with a condom, and I didn't even finish." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "I didn't finish. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. What the fuck you think?" I said, if she feels like that baby was mine, I said, then tell her to come on, take me to court. We get a DNA test, and we get that shit popping. And I remember the chick feeling some type of way and getting funny with me and hanging up. And maybe, I don't know, a month later, that chick called me back and apologized to me. And told
And why did she apologize?
because she had a conversation with her homegirl and realized her homegirl was full of shit. And she told that homegirl all that shit. If it was my baby, then I'll take responsibility and go get a DNA test. And the bitch got real funny and said, "I don't need no nigga." And come to find out, the baby ended up being on another nigga.
Mm, yeah, it ain't that special. Now, shout out to Gyogami. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, bro. But yeah, don't get caught slipping, man. These don't trust anybody. Please, like, do not trust anybody just to do the right thing, just because that's how a lot of people get got, trusting motherfuckers, man. Now what if Donnie was a little dumber? He had less game, and he didn't check those cabinets. You know what I'm saying? He probably go around thinking that's his baby. Then I ain't gonna say that he gonna end up on Maury Povich crying or nothing like that. But I think he'd probably be. I don't know. He probably the dancing dude though.
Oh
You
yeah,
are not the
dancing
father.
on that bitch. Hey, ew, ew, ew. Nah, that's not even my first time. And it really sold me the fuck up, because I think around 27, 20. Nah, I was maybe 25, 26. No, wait. I was 27. I had a chick pretend she was pregnant on me, and that shit fucked me up. and we ended up going to the doctor, and the doctor let it slip in front of me while we was in the appointment because I'm finna go full suck on this shit. Now, of course, I'm gonna get a DNA test, but that's way down the line. She's pregnant at this point. And I'm saying to myself, like, this don't motherfucking make mathematical sense. We met a couple weeks ago. This bitch should only be like 4 weeks pregnant. Like this shit don't make no goddamn sense. I'm trying to figure it out. We get to the doctor's office. The doctor office go through. He do the ultrasound. They come back. They do the size. They estimate the baby's birthday to be 8 weeks, or time frame being a long 8 weeks. Now, when that happened, she tried to smooth past it. Oh no, huh? Wait a minute. How long? So I'm sitting there doing the math. I'm looking on my phone like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I met this bitch on this day, this time, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, no, that was 4 weeks ago. The baby 8 weeks. Hey, and I smooth rule out there. So at that point, what was really conveyed to me, and what I would like to pass on to everybody, is the fable of the frog and the scorpion. Um, I'm not going to explain it to you. You niggas can go out and Google it. But every woman out there is the scorpion. No matter what she tells you, she's the motherfucking scorpion. And your ass is going to be the frog. So don't be put in that position.
Yep, you heard it here. And if you don't listen and you put yourself in a position anyway, that is your fault. And let me tell you guys something. We don't feel sorry for men. And I'm not saying that to be smug or actually saying that I don't empathize with men. I do. But nobody feels sorry for men. No one is coming to rescue men. And most importantly, I'm not going to co-sign to the stupidity of anyone. If it
If
doesn't
it doesn't
make sense
make
to
sense
me,
to me,
I'm not co-signing it.
It's Hunger Games in this bitch. Like, you motherfuckers better wise up real quick. It's fucked up to say that, but I mean that's what it is. As I said earlier, the entire batch of apples is poisoned. Therefore, any black man out here picking up a apple should already have the understanding that he is going to be fucked up by it. That's just what it is. It's like searching for a needle and a stack of used syringes.
A needle
a
and a
needle
stack
and a stack
of used
of used
syringes.
syringes.
I mean, that's just what the fuck it is. Like it's fucked up. Um, so knowing that, you black man really got to use his wits. He got to vet. He got to choose these women right, and put them through a rigorous course. And I really don't have sympathy for a motherfucker who's bumping their head. I understand that maybe people didn't have their father around. Maybe people didn't have the mental wherewithal to get to that point. But
Maybe she
Maybe
was
she
finer
was
than a
finer than a
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
oh yeah, I mean that's more often than not. It's a bad bitch with a fat ass and doing everything else. However, we live in an era where you can pick up a miniature computer, type with your thumbs, and find out all kind of information. Hell, find out all kind of information about the bitch you dating, because it's more than likely guaranteed if she's under the age of 28 that she has a whole profile telling her herself.
And they
And
will
they will
investigate you
investigate.
like that. They will. I mean, believe me, they will. They will do every little social background check. Ask this person to ask this person to ask this person. They will do that to you. So, bruh, you got every right to do the same thing. Not saying that that makes you insecure, or you feel like that you have such a golden penis that everything is just gonna be okay if you trust the situation. Nah, nigga. Vet these hoes. I mean, not hoes, rather. If you're
If you're
if
That
you're
if you're
vetting,
yeah.
vetting,
you're vetting for a woman. You're not vetting for a hoe.
They're all fucking poison, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, just to be honest with you, they all poison. It's like, um, all right. So when you go get a banana, motherfuckers stick a banana in the freezer. I don't, or in the fridge. I really personally don't understand what the fuck that's about. Uh, but when you pull a banana out of the refrigerator, what happens to that banana? That motherfucker's all black and brownish. It's not that same yellow. It make you not want to eat that motherfucker. So
Hey, I'll tell you
Hey,
about
I'll
the
tell you
freezer
about the
though.
freezer though.
tell me about the freezer.
Like it makes the banana taste like a frozen treat. Like
Like
I learned that
I
when I
learned
was
that when
like
I was like
about 8 years
eight
old.
years old.
Okay. Hey, but put it in the refrigerator, that motherfucker turn black. It'd be weird. I don't want to eat that motherfucker. And niggas will bypass every little bit of that because the banana got a fat ass. Like I got a homeboy, uh uh he was supposed to come out and come kick it tonight. He didn't come out and kick it tonight because he's fucking with a hood rat with a fat ass. Uh I've had multiple conversations with this nigga about leaving this bitch alone. She got 4 kids by 3 different niggas. She moved from another state to come and be in this state. That to be personally, if you got a bunch of kids or you're a female, you're a woman and you've moved to another state by yourself, it's a red flag unless it was like from for a job purpose. Why did she move here? Because everybody in her old neighborhood knew she was a hoe. So now he's fucking with this shit. Why would you fuck with a chick that and I'm sure he's fucking her wrong, but why would you fuck with a chick who got 4 kids by 3 different niggas, moved to another state? So now that's what 3 different baby daddies who don't get to see their kids, and she's in a whole other state with no job. Then every red flag is in the book about this bitch, but because she's cute with a fat ass, he's out with her right now.
But then when you
But
get
then we
screwed over, you sign up to appeal ideology.
I'm telling you, nigga. I'm red pill. Nah, nigga, you just dumb pill. And I already told the nigga. I said, if that bitch get pregnant, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
hmm let me tell you something. I want people to start signing up with this pill right here. How about signing up with the chill pill? You know.
you know.
I think people don't know how to chill.
Yeah, I do. I be chilling hard whenever I can. When I'm not working, I'm not here trying to make a buck. I chill quite a bit, and I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Just in other words, just people just need to chill the fuck out. But anyway, Donnie, look, I'm about to shut this one down, man. You got any last words?
Nah, long live the habitual line steppers. Where the white woman at? I'm Becky Peel. I'm Becky Peel.
Yeah, and just wanted to give y'all a good word real quick on this Monday night. I know a lot of you have to, resume your livelihoods tomorrow, and I just want to thank y'all for staying up late with me. But like I said, when we are in these spheres of influence, like I said, we have to be careful with labels and ideologies because we don't want to lead people down the wrong path, and that was never ever the intention for me. So just wanted to let y'all know that when I speak, whoever watches these broadcasts, I have your best interest in mind. I mean, and I say that very try to be very specific to the kind of messages that I want to put on here. So anyway, that'll be it for now. Long live the habitual line steppers and Kev we trust. Till the next time. Peace.